what we have to do is we have to put a plan in place, and we have to look at the different moving parts of that current EDI solution. Is there something that current EDI solution is not doing that the new proposed solution will be able to handle? Is it for financial reasons? Is it for sunset because the product is being done away with? There's no longer support. What do you do when you're moving from one EDI solution to another? This question gets asked, especially when we have a newer client or an existing client, and they're just like, hey, if we want to move from one solution to another, whether that be because the original solution that they have in place, they've outgrown, or it's being sunset. So what I suggest is when you look at scenario number one, we're just going to say scenario number one is where literally your product that you're utilizing is being sunset, which means it's being retired. It's no longer going to be supported, those type of things. So we have to look at how quick or how much time do we have before it is sunset. So it's up, it's running, it's functioning, it's doing those type of things, but in time, it's no longer going to be supported. So if that's the case, then why not do it in stages? Take 5 EDI trading partners, or take relationships that that you can work with, and you can test out that new solution and get it up and running and get everybody to check off with it. So do it in phases. Like if you have 30 EDI trading partners, do 5, then do the next 5, then do the next 5. It's a lot easier to do your moves in stages than to do it all in one shot. The old saying doesn't go just rip the Band-Aid off. You can't do that when it comes to EDI, because that's just going to cause all kinds of issues, not only from a processing standpoint, from a training standpoint, from all of those other moving parts that are involved with doing a new EDI solution or putting a new solution in place. So do it in steps is one of my biggest recommendations. If you have a situation where you're coming from a platform that's subscription as a service, and you know that to move to the new subscription as a service or on-prem solution, once you stop paying that for your existing subscription, it's no longer available. So again, what you want to do is do it where you're fully testing out what that new solution looks like and what that new solution is able to hand. If it's able to handle everything that you're looking to do and everybody's checking off the boxes, then yes, you can do a full migration. Be ready for some hiccups and some things to come about. If you're using EDI support, we're going to make you aware of all those different moving pieces that are a part of it. But again, make sure you test in that scenario. So now here's another piece that I run across, is where the third scenario where people are literally, they have all these different pieces. So they have a piece that's doing their EDI data repository. They have another piece that does their translation. They have another piece that's doing their communication. Well, so that's 3 pieces to make up your overall EDI solution. In the new solutions that are out there, or the ones that we recommend at EDI Support, we can encompass all of that in one EDI solution or one platform. So what I suggest is we rewrite to get rid of all those pieces and put that single piece in place. With that, again, you can do it in stages or per trading partners or per process, but ultimately your goal is to remove all the other pieces and get it to that sole single platform or sole single solution. Reason being is because if you try to piecemeal it by just pull out the data repository, take over that aspect, just pull out MFT, just take over that piece of the process, that gets convoluted. Now you're dealing with something that somebody else has built and made the architecture of having the processes flow from one program to another program to another program, and you know that you can handle it all through one program. or one piece of product, one platform, I never like having to refit into somebody else's solution. I'm going to use that solution to drive what my ultimate platform is going to look like, because I can obtain 80% of the information, 90%, or even 100% of the information from your existing and put it in place in the new. But I don't like just taking over a small piece of it with the new solution. Because if I do that, now I'm having to conform to what that original architecture was doing, what somebody else recommended to be done. That sometimes is actually a lot harder than it is to just, as I'm going to say, rip off the Band-Aid and just go after the whole thing, and make sure that the whole thing is up and running in the new solution, compared to piecemealing it and doing an individual piece at a time.